What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Join Dota League Season 5. This is Game 2 of a best of 2 between XPC Romania and xGame KZ. Currently score stands 1-0 in favor of XPC, as last game was on the edge of a knife for pretty much the entire duration of it. XPC had a kill lead, but they couldn't get the objectives, but eventually they got there. And it was all about positioning. If the Drow Ranger or Sniper were the ones to get caught, then, well, whoever side was caught out was probably going to die. And in that sense, we saw the power of the clockwork. He was able to make the initiations happen from XPC almost every single time. If you have so many good initiations in a row, eventually you're going to break through to win the game. I'm Mike Loris, going to be bringing you this game number 2. And we'll see, it's going to open up a little bit differently. Got Dazzle on the field right now for XPC. That was previously Hero, untouched in the last game in X game. Gonna grab the Ancient Apparition first, as mostly a direct response to said Dazzle, and then going to grab a Sniper as their secondary hero. Was a problem hero for X game to deal with in the last game. They kind of let the Sniper get a free roll in the bottom lane. Couldn't really do much about it. Fed him first blood as well. So it's gonna be X game taking a little bit of what XPC did, hopefully putting it to use for their side. But there are always ways to deal with this. XPC can try to get on top of the Sniper and kill him off, and maybe we're going to see a very similar game to the last game. Whenever there's a Sniper in the pool, you need to get on top of him, and Vengeful Spirit being banned out, man, again, gotta look towards that clockwork, gotta look towards the Bat Riders of the world. Try to get on top with initiation, as that is something that X game were lacking quite severely in the previous game. Like, it was always the clockwork to initiate. It was never someone in X game. They only had good responses, and those responses only came sometimes, and, well, just didn't come enough. So for XPC, getting initiation is going to be premium. For both sides, actually, it's going to be premium. But for XPC, it's a little bit more important, because they know that they're up against a Sniper, and they could pick up, you know, a little bit more of a tankier hero for their own core if they want to go a little bit lighter on, if they, you know, want to not worry as much about the enemy team having initiation. So we'll see what they want to grab right now, but the Dazzle as the opening, it's well, again, a hero that we didn't see in the last game at all. I don't believe he was banned out, obviously wasn't picked. So changing gears for sure for XPC, and it does open the door for a little bit of shenanigans, but no, man, waste no time. Gotta get that clockwork back in the game. It's gonna behave pretty much the exact same way versus the Sniper as it did versus the Drow Ranger, with the exception being that Sniper is less likely to go straight for that Manta style. And he doesn't have the Gust, which is just a natural defense tool that the Drow Ranger has that the Sniper will not. So I like this pickup for the XPC side. Again, you might as well just go for what works, right? And clearly the clockwork is what works. So we'll see what these teams want to get for some future picks. Phoenix is going to be banned out by XPC. It was not really the most dangerous hero in the early stages coming out from X game, but later on, man, XPC didn't really have enough to deal with that egg. They let it burst one too many times, and they were constantly punished because of it. So XPC, I guess, you know, showing a little bit of respect there. And X game going to ban out the Shadow Fiend, as he was banned out in the last game as well. So nothing too surprising coming out from these bans. But for X game, range heroes should be a priority right now. I don't think they want to grab both the Drow Ranger and Sniper, although it would be pretty dangerous. The clockwork would just get a little bit too much value there. XPC definitely don't want to grab any more healers, so you know, you don't have to ban out like the Abaddon or anything like that. But yeah, for XPC, they're going to need some damage. The clockwork is really nice at getting on top of the Sniper, but after that, what's the plan? Like, you get on top of them, you might kill them off, but if Sniper has some backup, if the clockwork doesn't actually kill off the Sniper, then someone's going to have to do it. So the high damaging heroes for XPC could just be any random core. We could also probably see like the strong heroes being picked up here, just Queen of Pain, the Puck, you know, those types of heroes to hold down the fort. Maybe a Skywrath Mage for the XPC side. Skywrath Mage, Dazzle, Clockwork seems like a pretty strong opening, especially versus a Sniper, and especially having the cogs on their own side. Put a lot of damage into those cogs, and there's not much that the XPC, that the X Games side can do about it. Or it could be a Tidehunter. That's reasonable as well, I suppose, for X game. Again, gotta get that offlane hero, and Tidehunter is going to be one of the stronger ones, especially expecting that clockwork matchup. And Tidehunter is going to be a pretty happy camper up there. As generally with those types of lanes, Tidehunter has the edge, unless he gets out of position, unless he gets caught in cogs. But even then, if you cog the Tidehunter with battery assault and it's just him, yeah, the battery assault is going to be doing a lot of damage, but you're not going to be doing a lot of damage with the clockwork through right clicks, and you kind of need that in addition with to the battery assault in order to get those kills. So Tidehunter is the pick for XGame, mostly just to shore up their lanes, and well, they know exactly what they're up against. It's just going to be that clockwork matchup, and it should be fine for the Tide. For XPC though, going to grab the Shaker, and the Shaker was pretty decent in the last game. Wasn't really breaking any records or anything like that, but he was there when he needed to be. Early game fissures helping out the XPC side quite a bit, so again, might as well get what worked in the last game. Would like to see them deviate a little bit because, well, Shaker, Dazzle, two nice supports, but rather defensive. Looks like XPC going to gear themselves up for, you know, one of the more hyper carries in this game, Spectre Medusa type of style, possibly an anti-mage if that crosses their mind. But you know, those types of heroes who will be amply protected by the Dazzle and Earthshaker and will be fine moving forward in the future. As XGame, they're going to grab a Rubik actually, so it's a nice hero to have with the Ancient Apparition. Again, a ranged hero is what they want, and a ranged hero is what they got. So being able to lift people up might be able to guarantee the cold feet later on. But more importantly, it's just being able to lift someone up and then hit them with a chilling touch. And, you know, there are, I guess, slightly better heroes to have if that's your only objective, but, man, Rubik is perfectly fine in this game, especially having the potential to steal a fissure from Shaker. And that in itself makes Rubik a little bit more appealing, and it's just another hero to peel the clockwork off of Sniper. You hook shot in onto the Sniper, you just grab that clockwork, throw him outside of his cogs, and then Sniper has a nice little fort in which he could just fire everyone. So Rubik has the pick for XGame, and it looks like it might be a slow game for them as well. I mean, last game was a really long one, so kind of hoping we see a little bit more of a concise, high action, high impact game. But if we do see a Farm Fest, man, I guess I don't have much of a choice, do I? No one likes Farm Fest, guys. Absolutely no one. Puck going to be the pick, though, for XPC. This is pretty much the exact same draft. Shuffle out that Dazzle and your Golden. But again, I mean, these are good heroes at dealing with what XGame have. The ability to blink on top of a Sniper, we saw that in the last game. Clockwork, the same exact thing. I like the Phantom Assassin ban from XGame, although I'm pretty sure XPC will be happy with whatever carry they decide to end up with. XGame, they are really light in disables. They have the Telekinesis and the Ravage, but as far as hardcore stuns, that's about all they have. This might be a game for XPC to go a little bit deeper, try to go for a Weaver. Weaver, Anti-Mage, Medusa, Spectre would all be, I think those are the big four. No, Spectre's banned out, never mind. Minus Spectre, then those are the big three, I guess, for XPC to be considering right now. Whereas for XGame, looking for that mid laner, and it's going to be that Slark. Expecting the Puck matchup potentially over in mid, and I think that's a reasonable one to expect. Slark should have a decent time there. Base damage not really working out for him, obviously not ranged, whereas the Puck is, so not going to be just an overwhelming lead for the Slark, for the Puck, but still the Slark has enough to keep himself alive and also put some pressure back onto the Puck. It's also at the very least another hero to get into the face of XPC to try to draw attention away from the Sniper. And if you give Sniper a free time between the Slark and the Tidehunter presenting a unified front line, then XPC might struggle to get to the Sniper, assuming the Clockwork and Puck and Earthshaker can't get to the Sniper to start things off, which is always a threat if you're the XGame side. But your XPC, you just see the Slark being picked up on the other end. I mean, they don't really have any hard counters to that. Medusa is probably the hardest counter that you can grab, as that Stone Gaze is going to be kind of nice versus the Slark, although you can just pact it out. But again, XPC, they were going to go for a really slow, kind of grindy game with this Medusa. And it's up to Clockwork, Puck, Dazzle, Shaker to buy the space. It's going to be a little bit difficult, though. XGame, unlike last game, I mean, I guess similar to last game, they have a lot more of an early peak. Like, a late game Medusa is certainly very dangerous. But then again, a Slark and a Sniper in the late game are equally dangerous, if not more so. But Slark and Sniper can get online a lot sooner than that Medusa. Assassinate hurts like hell. Slark can get off to a roaring start, and if he does, then you're going to be on the receiving end of a lot of pain if you're XPC. So it's usually going to be the case where the side picking up the slower heroes, the Medusas, the Spectres, are going to be, you know, charged with defending those heroes and playing more reactively than proactively. But this game, it's just, you know, pretty much just going to be more of the same. Got to worry about these heroes jumping in onto your Medusa, man. If you can't protect her, then you're not going to win the game for XPC. They had a decent showing in the last game. That clockwork especially was impeccable. But aside from that, a couple of bumps from the XPC side, a couple of pickoffs, or a couple of hiccups for them, a couple of misplays. XGame pretty much the exact same way, so both sides far from being, just 100%. But that's fine. You don't have to be 100% to win a game. You just have to have a better draft, and for right now, I actually think the XGame draft is pretty sick. They have a lot of tools at getting to this Medusa. They have to worry about this clockwork, but they have the Tidehunter matchup to try to slow him down. So I think the XGame side, slightly better draft there. Although for XPC, I mean, they impressed so much with the clockwork of last game. If he can replicate his performance, if he could constantly jump in towards that sniper, well then yeah, he's going to have a great time. But the Rubik is going to be the brick wall there. You could hook shot in, you could battery assault cogs, but if you telekinesis the clockwork out of it, well then he's not going to be doing that much damage. And then initiation is probably going to be a lot worse for XPC, especially also going up against a Ravage, which is something you probably don't want to be doing. Yeah, Ravages are just not fun to go up against. So, waiting for Razvan. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced his name a couple times into Ravzan in the last game. So my bad to Razvan. But your name is hard to say, so that's my excuse. That is my excuse. He's going to be coming in the shaker momentarily, I'm sure. But again, guys, this is game 2 in the best of 2 between XGame and XPC. As always, on HeflaTV channels, type !score and it will show you the correct score 99 times out of 100. Sometimes no one updates it, but I will update it for you guys because I care. And, well, XGame saw some people flaming a little bit. You gotta remember that XGame have been working with a skeleton crew of players. I think 4K Warriors Mantis, I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Wadafaka has been on XGame for a long time. Stallcat Reeves, seemingly the only standard players for XGame. But they've been shuffling quite a long time, and when you're always shuffling around your lineup, you're not getting practice with your, I guess your game time lineup. So you're going to be performing not as great as you once were. XGame used to be like one of the best teams. Then they fell off. Then they came back a little bit, and they fell off again. Pretty inconsistent, this lineup in general, but hopefully soon they're going to land on something that they like, and they're going to stick with it. Whereas for XPC, they've been around for quite a long time, I think. Like, at least most of the time that I've been casting, there has been an XPC. The Romanian side, definitely a little bit weaker than the international side, which, if you may or may not know, was, I guess, turned into London Conspiracy. And now they're just tearing up everyone, so there is that right now. But yeah, XPC have been around for quite a long time. Not really having as much success as XGame. Like, their peak wasn't ever as high as XGame's peak. But still, they're a perfectly serviceable Tier 2 team. And, I mean, we could see the last game they had some pretty nice plays. Some pretty dire misplays as well. But, hell, that's just stuff you have to grind through. Hopefully, we'll be getting this game off shortly. I hope. This could be interesting. Alright, well, I guess we're just stuck here, guys. We're just stuck here, and we just gotta chill. Now is when we look at cosmetics, because it's hard to talk about anything in this game when they haven't actually done anything yet. But unfortunately, Sniper is the only one with actual cosmetics. Like, actually, the Tidehunter doesn't have anything. How do you play Tidehunter and not have a single cosmetic item? It's so freaking weird. Like, Tidehunter has a million of them. You should be able to get that. Sniper, though, is pretty decked out. Rubik has some also. Got that, like, Cyclops thing going on there. Sniper's got the German hat, I want to say. Isn't this like a German World War I hat? I don't know. I think I'm right there, but I'm not entirely sure. But he's got the cape, man. He's got a knife on his elbow, which I guess you could draw, but it'll be a little bit awkward, especially if you're handling a gun. Some pretty sick gear from the Sniper, guys. Gotta say, kind of impressed by Wadafaka's items right now, and kind of depressed by the lack of items on the other heroes of XGame. And Stallcat's got it going on as well. This Rubik's like driving an imaginary car. The Raz of the Razvan, same thing as Razor in sound. Oh, so it's Razvan. Okay, Razvan. Alright, thank you, High Fidelity, for enlightening me as to his name. I'm going to stop the recording so that it's not like a million years. Alright. Wait, I didn't say it. Razvan. Guys, you know what? Screw you if I didn't say it right. It's fine. It's good enough. You guys know who I'm talking about. That's the important thing. Okay, we got heroes loading out into the lanes. We got Stallcat leading the charge for the XGame side, following up Wadafaka as the Sniper, Reeves as the Tide, Keeper on the Ancient Apparition, and 4K, Mantis on the Slark going down towards bottom. Razvan is going to be on the Earthshaker's top, supporting Red Light's Medusa. D12 also going to be on that role as Dazzle. And then, of course, mid lane, we got Key on the Puck and Synergy on the Clockwork once again. Big movement through the jungle for XGame. Stallcat going to find the Shaker, can't do much about him. But they just mostly want to block this camp, although will it stick? That's another question. Looks like it will, because there's no sentries here for XPC. They're not going to be able to pull at all. And for a Shaker, that's kind of unfortunate. Shaker really doesn't have much in the way of lane control, aside from the threat of his Fissure. But aside from that, like, if you don't actually have a Fissure that you can throw, then you need to be pulling as any really melee support if you're going to be getting any value. 4K getting into a fight with Synergy right now. The bounty's even going to be picked up by the Clockwork. Going to lose a couple of stat points there for 4K, but really Slark versus Clockwork, not a good matchup. Gets a lot better though when you have an Ancient Apparition and a Rubik to help out. So this bottom lane, not going to be the best for the Clockwork, and as far as killing him off, very, very possible. Mostly because they have Chilling Touch, and it's already skilled up. They're already ready to go, this XGame side. And Slark has got to play this very cautious, Clockwork rather, has got to play this very cautiously. Once 4K gets to level 2, and once Pounce comes up, then Synergy's in a lot of trouble. Hell, he might be in a little trouble right now, but no, they don't have any disables, so I don't really know why they did that. If Rubik was there, yeah, you go for it. But since he clearly is not, then you probably don't even want to waste your time and mana. Over towards mid lane, it's going to be a Sniper versus a Puck matchup, and that should be pretty decent for the Sniper. Although he does have to worry about the Pucks and Nukes, Sniper will have a lot of chip damage, and he will be able to get CS rather safely. So he's not going to get completely crushed in lane. Someone who might get crushed in lane is Reeves. Really, XGame, they wanted this melee versus melee matchup a lot more so than the XPC side did. But still, this Tidehunter has grabbed Kraken Shell level 1, has got to watch out for a Fissure. Shaker has actually used a Clarity. I don't really know if he used a Fissure, but either way, Clarity is out, and they're going to catch a Fissure on Reeves. A couple more right clicks will kill him off. Man, I knew it was just a matter of time before Reeves was going to go down. I didn't expect that to happen immediately. But, I mean, you see the Shaker here. The Fissure wasn't even that good, but they kill off the Tidehunter regardless, because the Tidehunter can't really do that much in this lane. Anchor Smash is now up, so he can do a little bit less of a terrible job in lane. But still, with this Shaker wandering around, it's going to be a tough time for whoever he goes into. It looks like Razvan going to look towards the mid lane now. Wadafaka is very easy to kill off. He just needs to have his silence, and I think he's golden. Or they need to have a perfect block. But coming in from this angle, having a perfect block is actually pretty hard. You have to block him like this, and then hopefully your Puck is going to be able to intercept here. A lot of things have to go right, and your key has to be, you know, not completely dead if you're going to be getting these kills. Wadafaka is going to dive deep for this one. Here comes Stallcat from the side. Fade Bolt not quite going to get the kill. One right click though will. Hastron from Stallcat going to do the deal there. Wadafaka not really supposed to get a kill on this Puck in this lane pretty much ever. But with a little bit of help with the Puck getting hit with one too many headshots, suddenly XGame find themselves at a 1-1 score. And getting a kill on the Puck is probably a lot more important for them than losing the Tidehunter. As Tidehunter is a rather expendable hero for these early stages of the game. He has Anchor Smash, he'll be able to recover later on, and he has contributions. Whereas if you slow down the Puck, if you slow down the Snowball, then things get really bad for the XPC side moving down the line. So if they can keep making trades like that, that'll be fantastic. Though Wadafaka still isn't really out of the woods just yet. Yeah, he's doing decently versus the Puck right now. And now that he has a level advantage, he might continue to do decently. But once this Puck gets any sort of help, then the Sniper is going to be fearing for his life. And speaking of fearing for his life, Reeves is just getting poked endlessly by Dazzle. There's not much you can do as the Tidehunter, especially when the Dazzle has boots and the Tidehunter does not. Red Light's going to get guaranteed farm in this lane. The explosiveness of the Medusa, though, again, a lot less so than that of the Slark. He's gone for an Orb of Venom already, No boots yet on 4K, although I'm pretty sure he's going to grab those soon. Fissure up towards top is going to wall Reeves off. Not going to completely block him out, though. So, yeah, it also didn't connect. So Reeves is going to wander away, although they do have another Fissure armed soon. This might be a kill if they get a good angle. It's going to be just enough, I think. No, Reeves has a way to slip through. Shadow Wave bomb, and Tidehunter's still on the run, but it looks like they will call it quits for now. The sniper coming in. One too many heroes for these two supports to deal with. Tidehunter going to live for now, but still has got to be very, very careful in this lane. I think if they got a slightly better Fissure, that would have been a kill. If the Earthshaker came from, like, instead of this angle, if it came from this angle, like, it's just minor things that could have led to that kill. But either way, this Tidehunter is still sticking around in the lane. Has to worry about another Fissure from the side. No, he doesn't, actually. This Shaker is currently out of mana, but Medusa still pushing pretty deep with the rest of her creep wave. Tidehunter pulls it off, and it will save the tower quite a lot of damage. That's like a level's worth of experience right there for the Tide, so that's pretty sweet for him. But he's recovering pretty well, level 4. Compare that to the Clockwork right now. Synergy should be very similarly placed, and he is. Level 4 on himself as well. Not getting that much in the way of gold. If he steps up right now, then he will just die to a Pounce and a Chilling Touch combo. You know, of course, once Chilling Touch is up. But having Rubik wrap around from the behind is going to put Synergy in quite a bit of trouble. Here comes the dive. Frost is there. Cogs are up, but Synergy is already dead. D12 is going to teleport right in. Heal Bomb doing next to nothing. And now he's going to find himself awkwardly stuck in a corner. Keeper still has 3 stacks of that Chilling Touch, but now he's going to take tower aggro. He's going to survive from all of this, and D12 is now going to be pincered upon. 4K, though, is going to walk into a tower. What are you doing, Mantis?
Throw me back.
What the hell was that, man? You walk into a tower, into any hero, it's a bad idea, but they feed away their Slark, because sometimes as Slark, you just got to do it. And now Rubik is on the run. He is going to turn around thinking he's safe to go down to the south. He's wrong, though. There's a Fissure here. He has no mana, and he's going to die. The Courier even acting as a unit to do damage for D12. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, using the Courier offensively, but that was pretty cool, guys. Gotta say, that was pretty cool. Not like it mattered. Like, there was no way that Rubik was going to get out of there either way, but still, the Courier participating in that fight. 1 assist for the Courier, which is a lot more than we usually see. And we find ourselves at a 3-4-2 kill score. Reeves, though, up on top lane is in quite a bit of trouble, potentially. Phase Boots and the Medusa doing some high damage, but not quite high enough. And Medusa is a hero that, you know, she's not the strongest in lane, but versus a melee hero, and with already having the Phase Boots and the Ring of Aquila, this tower is going to take quite a bit of damage. Whoever comes up here is going to be in a little bit of trouble as well. So XGame, not exactly with the best of plays. They end up losing their Rubik, and they end up losing their Slark. XPC find themselves now at a 3-2 advantage. And still the Shaker's wandering around, being quite successful with his roam. Wrapping around to the top lane, if they wall off Stallcat, they need a creep wave to get this kill, but a creep wave is incoming. Stallcat might be in a little bit of trouble right now. The angle of which you could block is pretty slim here, but they will get the block off pretty perfectly. Where's the Medusa? Her damage output is needed here. Stallcat going to dive into the trees, try to juke it out, but he's still being right-clicked down. Red Light is instead going to try to kill off the tower, and he will do so that no one can TP in. They know where Stallcat is, but they don't want to dive deep for that because they don't know who's going to teleport in. It's a nice defensive, conservative play from XPC, and I really, really like that. No sense putting yourselves in unnecessary risk. They take the tower, and they're going to be A-okay with that. And they still actually do have an opening up towards his top lane. Does Shaker have more mana? He does have a Fissure. Snake going to bounce through, doing massive damage to Stallcat. Dazzle's going to swoop in for the kill. Now Reeves in a lot of trouble as well. The Anchor Smash did not connect to the Medusa. She's still doing full damage. They only kill off this Rubik, but a kill is a kill. And that's Snake, man, doing some serious damage. And Rubik's not exactly the tankiest hero to begin with, but that was also like a 4th bounce on the Snake or something like that. So, man, oh man, that does a lot of damage. And Rubik's going to be on the receiving end of that one. 2-4 as XPC slowly but surely pulling away with the kill score lead. But again, they're getting out-farmed, which might be a problem down the line where they find themselves thinking that they're ahead, but they're actually not. But they keep taking these towers, and so far they're doing a fantastic job at it. And they're going to be happy moving forward, especially if they get another kill on Reeves' Shaker. Thinking about rotating in, but he also is going to back them up from behind as Stallcat and Wadafaka are going to wander up to the top lane. Headshot first proc on a D12. They have no shrapnel, though. Wadafaka can't do much here. Now Red Light's going to turn around. Has Stone Gaze as well. Ravage is not available. They don't have enough mana. Stallcat going to turn his back and try to run, but Phase Boot's going to make that impossible. Now here comes Key with a 3-man coil. Going to go straight for Reeves right now. Red Light's still doing some serious damage. Needs a couple more right clicks. Won't quite be enough. Sheeper going to pop the Chilling Touch and try to turn things around. They don't have enough for anyone. Assassinate though on the Medusa. Should kill her off. Mana Shield, Bottle, will be fine. They don't get anything. You need Shrapnel, guys. That's pretty much why Sniper is powerful, because he has the power of just laying down a carpet of slow. If they had that, it would have been an easy kill. I mean, they get the Clockwork down towards bottom. I guess that's really nice for Mantis. Really needed that one after his previous suicide, but that was a free roll kill. They had a free chance to just get a kill there if they actually just had a Shrapnel. They lost vision and they couldn't do anything after that, and now Wadafaka, well, he's going to dodge a fissure for now. That would have killed him. They're going to get away. Wadafaka, though, going for a very old sniper build, let's say, and I'm pretty sure this is just an outdated build. Yeah, it's not the best tool versus the puck, but it's actually not the worst tool either. Just having 1 point for value, having that minor amount of slow, having something to give you a little bit of vision, I mean, that can make all the difference, and that did make all the difference. So XPC now going to find themselves at a 5-for-3 advantage. Still, their Clockwork not having the best time. He's not having a good time compared to the enemy Tidehunter either. But Key with 1100 gold, if he dies here, that could be pretty bad. But it looks like he will be probably surviving. No, Ravage is going to be committed. Now he's going to get obliterated. Okay, Ravage or no kill there, so it's a pretty easy selection for XGame. Killing off a puck, slowing down the Blink Dagger. At this point, it's pretty much all they could do. Try to get Wadafaka a little bit more farm. Wait. This is not a build that I'm familiar with. The Phase Boots, Band of Elven Skin, Staff of Wizardry build on the Sniper. I don't know what you build with this. I actually have no clue. Like, Staff of Wizardry Sniper, if you're going for a caster sniper, it's actually not the worst. They're going to charge forward to 4k. Fissure is there, but Haste Rune on Slark going to make killing him next to impossible. Mana items for Sniper isn't really terrible, but if you're going to be going for mana items, you kind of need Shrapnel. Spamming Assassinate is pretty sweet, but I don't know if it's sweet enough to buy this item. I want to say he misclicked and he went to get a Yasha, which would probably be the reasonable explanation. Do you get a Rod of Atos here? Oh, they're going to wall off 4k. Okay, Mantis can't get in on this fight. And the Ring of Aquila still being active. They're going to roam around and push with their Medusa. They know that the Ravage is down. They also have Synergy off to the side, and they do see Reeves, and they see Wadafaka. Synergy, you have another chance to open up a fight here. And this first chance of the game, rather. But Stallcat and Shkeeper are going to push them back 4k. Also going to wander through everyone. Cogs go up on the side. I don't really know what that was about. But they take down the tower, and XPC are on the pushing game with a Medusa. This is something that you would not expect to happen in any game, really, but Medusa having Phase Boots Yasha is doing some pretty serious damage. And I love to see teams, when they know that they have an advantage with a particular hero, break their entire game plan and try to push that advantage. I mean, hell, it's nice to have a Medusa late game farmed, but it's also nice to have a really good mid game. They're going to wander down as a 5-man group, try to take down another tier 1 tower, and with Tidehunter still being a minute off of his Ravage, I think this tower is going to be claimed. Man, this Clockwork's going to hit level 7 soon. Medusa still has Stone Gaze up. And XGame, they don't really have much of anything. Force Staff Sniper, okay. I don't know why you get the Band of Elven Skin if you're going to be going for the Force Staff, but I guess this is a nice item to reposition yourself, although, yeah, I don't really think this is what you want as a mid lane sniper. Usually you just got to go for a little bit more damage, and I mean 4k Warrior is doing an okay amount of damage right now, but clearly XGame needs someone who can fight right now, and Force Staff isn't really going to be that item. He kind of does need it because he's up against a Clockwork, but it's an item that he doesn't really want to be purchasing if he can't avoid it, I'm pretty sure. Sniper now is in a little bit of trouble because Shaker's coming around from the behind. Perfect fissure block. Enki's going to drop a coil. No hesitation there. Wadafaka got to turn and try to fight it out, but with Synergy coming in as well, there's no way that he can outdamage 3 heroes. He's going to actually not stab the coil. He gets up to the high ground. Key is going to be fine, though, as the hookshot is going to guarantee that kill. In the meantime, bottom lane, Reeves getting into a little bit of a squabble himself, but he will be fine to walk away. XPC, they're all going to go down to the bottom lane once again. This time with no hookshot, though, but if a Shaker can land a fissure, then it will be GG for the Tidehunter, and there it is. He has a Ravage, really doesn't want to use it. He will burn it right now. Anchor Smash onto pretty much everyone. Ice Blast coming in as well. Will it be enough to actually get any kills, though? D12 forced to use the grave on himself. Reeves will go down. Red Light still surviving for right now. 4k dropping very low. Will go into the Shadow Dance, but it's going to be Synergy. Body blocking that Slark. Will take the pounce as well. Taking a lot of damage. 4k will die, though, to Red Light. That's a 4-0-1 score on your Medusa. Shaker and Medusa both will make it out of there. It's a 2-for-3, or 3 for, no, it's a 2-for-3 there for XPC, no, for XGame rather. They also put some pressure up towards top lane where the tower is going to be killed off. Van now on the run. Should be fine though. But Medusa living though, man, that's just the worst. The Tidehunter got as much value as you could ask for. 4-man Ravage, 4-man Anchor Smash. And even though he did go down in the end, he set up for a couple kills for the Slark, which is fine, but Slark ended up going down and Medusa did not. She has enough for an ultimate orb, so you know, +9 stats from your Ironwood branch sounds pretty good. And might be a Manta style, although I'm pretty sure there's a higher chance she'll just go straight for Scotty in this game. They also are jumping forward. Stallcat is going to get jumped by Key. Fissure is there as well. Stallcat can't get a single spell off before he dies. Keeper's here as well, but he can't really do that much. It's another kill going the way of XPC. They also have a hook shot back up online. Do they want to continue this aggression though? It might be a little bit too much, but they still know that Ravage is down. So it is possible that they want to just keep applying that pressure. Although if they decide to play it slow, grab this Medusa a couple more items, that would also be a reasonable way to play. Force the XGame side to come to them and, you know, really make the sniper regret that he has this Force Staff. Again, it is kind of needed versus the Clockwork, but he right now is not really doing anything. He now has a point in Shrapnel, but what is this guy going to be doing outside of that? Probably not that much. Tidehunter, though, is getting very close to his Blink Dagger. That can change the game right around. Blink Ravage onto 4 with the rest of the team there. Man, imagine that. It could do quite a bit. Killing off this Medusa now that he has maxed out Mana Shield, going to be a little bit tough. And it looks like XPC, they are going to be playing a little bit of a slower game. He does have his Blink Dagger for himself. And Red Light, he just wants to get an Eye of Scotty. Then I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more game time for XPC. When you have stalled out game state like this, got to look towards the Roshan. Neither side really has a great Roshing lineup. XGame might have slightly better. They have Slark, they have Tidehunter. XPC, they have so many ways of crashing the Roshan fight that XGame might not want to go in that Roshan pit at all. Just a little bit too risky. Yeah, they can kill it off. It was just 5 versus Roshan, but it's never really going to be like that. And similarly, like, even if XPC had enough damage to kill it off, which right now they don't, not effectively at any rate, they have to worry about the Sniper with the Shrapnel, they have to worry about an Ancient Apparition and a Ravage. One too many things to worry about. So we're going to see a little bit more of a passive stage in the game. But XGame, they have a Ravage and a Blink Dagger on that Tide, which is so far unrevealed. This is going to be the chance, your chance to try to make something happen. If the enemies come to you, that's fantastic, but if not, then you go to them. And you try to use that Ravage. Every single second that Ravage is up and not being used is wasted potential for the XGame side. So they're going to want to look to make something happen, but it looks like XPC, they'll make a jump first on a Stallcat. The burst damage is pretty high. Ravage, though, going to interrupt it, and Key's going to die before anything else. Stallcat gets to live. Clockwork not deciding to hook shot in there. And, well, it turned out to be a good decision for Synergy, but your Puck jumps in, gets Ravaged immediately. It is Ravage for 1 kill, which at this point is not really the best, especially since you show off your Blink Dagger. But it's not the worst either. Hey, Courier, what you doing, Courier? Synergy has eyes for bigger targets, though. 4K. Down towards bottom is going to grab a Shadow Blade. And these heroes do not... Oh, they do have detection sentries on the Dazzle, so they're prepared. But will 4K actually be able to make anything happen with that? He's been playing kind of aggressively, but now with the Shadow Blade up, he's kind of forced to play aggressively. And he will go right in. Will be instantly revealed, though. Hookshot, not going to be used. He's still spotted out. Hookshot is there. Cogs are up. He needs to pounce out of here. He will miss the pounce, though. Now he's stuck in the Cogs. Here comes the Puck with his burst damage. The Heal Bomb from the Dazzle will kill off the Slark. And that is the worst way to start off your Slark Snowball, with a death. After a fresh Shadow Blade purchase, the enemies are already ready for you. It's, first of all, demoralizing, but second of all, man, you need to be getting kills whenever you grab a Shadow Blade on Slark. If you don't, it's just going to be a died item for a good portion of this game. Razvan, though, is going to get comboed in the mid lane. Assassinate with an Ice Blast. That is a disgusting combination. And Razvan can't do anything about that except for not get hit with the Ice Blast, but good luck making that happen. Synergy will rotate over towards the mid lane along with the Medusa. She's closer to her Eye of Scotty with the point booster, but now's really not the time when they want to make a push happen. The Ravage is down for another 50, but I think XGame, they're powerful enough to fight even without that Ravage right now, especially since XPC will be at 4v5. It's an interesting play, rotating this Medusa out. She was jungling and was pretty happy with that. Do they have an Eye of Scotty completed? No. Okay, if they had an Eye of Scotty completed, it would make sense. but she's still a little bit away from that. Not too far away, but still a little bit. And she doesn't have the most mana either. Yeah, they're just going to straight go for it. And it looks like xGame, they're not going to be willing to defend it. No Ravage means no fight for them. I mean, it does mean that they can fight right now if they really wanted to. They're just making the decision not to. They're going to try to trade towers right now, and it's the best that they could hope for. Stallcat will teleport down to the bottom lane. XPC looking for a hook shot in. Wadafaka is spotted right now, but you don't want to dive a tower. And they do have another hero coming in to worry about. Wadafaka with Mask of Madness active, looking for Dazzle, laying down all of his shrapnel. Double headshot, dropping D12 fairly low, but the Assassinate won't kill him off because of that grave. Hook shot off to the side, though, and it's going to be Shaker, or actually Reeves and the Synergy Clockwork going at it. That'll be the death of the Tidehunter. Red Light's still alive right now. Right around the corner, he's going to pop the Stone Gaze and just try to go for Stallcat. A couple more right clicks are needed. He gets graved up that he stole. It will kill off the Dazzle in the end. Wadafaka, though, will be pressured back by the Clockwork. With the Blade Mail up, Wadafaka has no more options. He has to run. One more arrow shot will kill him off. With the Mask of Madness active, Medusa's doing so much damage. Will kill off the Ancient Apparition as well. Medusa's going to collect huge off of those fights. And Key, well, he doesn't have his coil any longer, so he can't go for this Slark kill. But the Clockwork, once again, just like last game, providing the value. This time, Red Light is able to deliver with the damage. And well, xGame getting their Tidehunter isolated, forced to use the Ravage just on one target. Pretty much the worst case scenario there. He is going to... What? How did that pounce hit? The Slark like dove through him, and then by the time Puck came back up, it was still, I guess, in mid-flight that it connected. But Slark's gonna get a free one down towards bottom lane, which is pretty nice. But XPC, they're still in pretty much the best position you could ask for. Their Medusa has an Eye of Scotty, Yasha 20 minutes into the game. Their Puck has a Blink Dagger, which is really all you need. Not really doing that great in the net worth compared to what xGame have. But this is pretty much just what we saw last game. XPC, they get a couple more kills. They might not take the future fights as well. But so far they've been fighting decently, and with such a farmed hero in the Medusa, it's a lot better of a game for XPC to be playing in this way. They're going to jump forward for Reeves, the Ancient's even helping out a little bit, but Synergy, just with that level 4 Battery Assault, should be able to kill off this Tidehunter. Ice Blast is going to come in, but Reeves is already dead. Shaker around the corner, Stallcat going to get jumped, Fissure is there, and Stallcat is going to die to the Heal Bomb of Dazzle. 2 free kills for XPC, plus a free Ancient stack. Would you look at that? Huge gains for XPC over the past couple of minutes. They'll clear that entire thing out. And they don't have a hook shot, so they can't really continue forward. But Wadafaka, he knows that the enemies are right around the corner, but he's going to stay and farm. Oh my god, Wadafaka, what are you doing? Why? Dude, why? You just had your allies die up here. Why do you go over here? I don't understand. Slark is going to find someone off the sideline. Van going to go down, but now he's going to be caught in those cogs. Pounce, not available for him. Now he's going to be trapped, and he's going to go down. Synergy, he's not going to shatter to this one either. He's going to teleport back and be safe and sound. Red Light still at full health, has a half mana pool. This tower might be going down here. xGame, they do have a Blink Ravage, but they need an Ice Blast or damage to follow up, and it's a buyback from the Slark. Already a big win if XPC disengage with no casualties, and they will do just that. 4K chasing forward, looking for someone, can't go for the teleporting Dazzle. Can't really go for the Dusa either. He's going to land the Pounce, but Stone Gaze is there, and they will use it immediately. 4K, not going to turn to stone, but he will be right-click down regardless. Actually, Reeves going to be turned to stone. Red Light also going to be turned to stone, though. Stallcat also stole Stone Gaze. They have the Ravage. Ice Blast going to come in. Red Light out of mana. Fissure off to the side is going to be walling them off. Nice Ravage onto everyone. Red Light, though, going to fight to the death. Still surviving. He is going to go down in the end. Sniper doing what he can from the back end. Wadafaka, though, will be aggressed upon by Synergy, doing some pretty heavy damage with that Mask of Madness active on the Sniper. Heal Bomb is there. Van gonna go down. Wadafaka still charging forward, looking for this kill onto the Puck. 4 staff forward for him, and he's just not taking enough damage right now. Will instead decide to go for D12. A couple more right clicks there. Will get the kill. Synergy gonna pop the Blade Mail. Charging forward with another Battery Assault active, looking for Wadafaka, but he can't quite get close enough. Pops the cogs up. He's gonna reinitiate actually. Snags a kill. Ultra kill though for Wadafaka. They're just not killing off the Sniper right now. Now he's chasing forward for more. Has an Assassinate, but he can't get in range. And he will be forced to back off right now. XPC not taking the best fight there, as Sniper gets a hell of a lot of gold, 2,200 for his bank account. Now he can actually buy up that Yasha. And he does see Puck. Shrapnel Assassinate, not going to do it, but a couple more right clicks might. Yes, they will. Wadafaka is going to get a delayed Rampage. It's 5 kills for him. Fissure, though, going to stop that streak, as Van comes in just in the nick of time, collects a pretty nice chunk of gold for himself. XPC, though, That was probably the worst fight that they could have taken right there, mostly because they have to deal with a Ravage, or Medusa doesn't have full mana to start things off. But it's still not even that bad for them, because Medusa is still firmly on top of the gold chart. Net worth being led over the Sniper by about 3,000 gold, and she's translating it into some pretty heavy-hitting items. There's a Manta style incoming. They already have the Asha available for that Medusa. 4K chasing forward for D12 right now, killing off this Dazzle though. Going to be hard through Grave, and well, but by hard I mean impossible, especially when Synergy comes in. 4K is once again going to be trapped in the cogs, needs to pounce out of here, he needs an angle. He will be pushed out, he will get the kill, but will he actually survive? More right clicks, Pounce going to get brick walled by Synergy. That will be the death of the Slark. For the up team type, he just can't get away from these kills. Now the chase forward key, going to blink forward for a coil, and with a couple more right clicks, that will be the death of the Rubik as well. This Slark has been underperforming, to say the least. 7-6 and 2. You're supposed to be getting kills as Slark and then getting away, but Synergy has always been there with those cogs, and he's just been stopping everyone from xGame continuously. He's going to start the split push down towards bottom lane, where Red Light and Key going to go straight into that Roche pit. And they do have enough damage to kill him off, especially with the DD. Man, that's going to make things fairly easy. Ravage up. Ice Blast going to scout things out. But will it be too late? I'm pretty sure it will be. The DD making things way too easy for XPC. Fissure blocking off Roshan as well, so they're not taking any damage in the meantime. And also Synergy, he's looking for kills. If he finds a kill here, it'll just be all over for xGame's chances of crashing Roshan. Waterfalcon is going to get caught. Force Staff out of the cogs, but chased forward by Synergy's Force Staff of his own. Fissure going to miss, and that might result in Waterfalcon's escape right now. They don't have quite enough mana for another Flare, but a Flare, if it does land, will kill, and it will miss. Waterfalcon with the jukes. He will be home free, but the problem is already there. Medusa has grabbed the Aegis. Now they're looking to initiate onto Stallcat. Where's the blink? Where's the silence? Where's anything? There's the orb forward. Stallcat still with the double damage being laid into him is going to be going down here. Red Light has his ultimate right now, and they will need to use it to save Key if they want to at all. They will use the Aegis right now. Red Light still holding on to that Stone Gaze. Not using it just yet. We'll pop the Manta Style, or get the Manta Style rather, but a Ravage is going to be met by him. Now the Stone Gaze is out. Running low on mana though will turn everyone to stone. He's going to get turned to ice himself though. 4K will go down. Red Light looking to fight and kill off Reeves. Not going to happen, but here comes the cavalry. Razevan going to wall off Keeper. Has an Echo Slam as well. Will deploy it to kill off the Shaker. Will deploy it to kill off the Tidehunter rather. He is Shaker. That's 4 kills for the XPC side, and I need some water, guys. 1 second. They use the Aegis. They lose the Medusa. But they come in just in time with the Dazzle and the Shaker to get those kills and make it so that XPC can continue onward with this push. They're also looking for hookshot in. They catch Waterfalca. Force Staff out. Will save him maybe this time. No! The Rocket Flare would have killed him if not for Puck's last right click. And this time Waterfalca does not get to live. The tower goes down. Mid lane tower, no tower available there. So XPC, they pretty much have no other choice but to do what damage they can to this tier 3, which is fine. We'll be able to do a lot of damage to said tower. This tower is going to be taking quite a beating right now. Clockwork also just running interference, firing out some rockets whenever he can, but they can't put too much damage in this tower. They will back off for now, knowing that the Slark is alive. But still, XPC, they're looking so good in this game. 29-20 right now, and take a look at how much they're in the lead by. Yeah, it was in contention for a great portion of this game, but now up to 7,500, 10,000 experience. This is looking pretty bad for xGame. They're just not taking good fights. This Slark is not really doing much of anything. He's always caught in these cogs, and he's always being brought down, and the Ravage is not really being followed up with a decent follow-up. Like, Sniper needs to be there doing some damage, and he will be doing some damage once he gets this Maelstrom up. Waterfalca is doing quite a bit, but he's also just not keeping himself safe in the process. Whereas this Medusa, with 3 ultimate orbs in her inventory right now, can get a 4th if she wants to grab like a Lincoln Seer or something like that. They're going to get yet to jump in. 4K. Oh my god, this has just been the name of this series. 4K Warrior, this game as Slark, last game as the Drow Ranger's been constantly picked apart by this Clockwork who just has 4K Warrior's number. Medusa's going to get the kill on Stallcat following that. Now the mid lane is in a lot of trouble. They have the Ravage and the Ancient Apparition and the Sniper. They can make a defense here, but still it's going to be really, really difficult because Medusa is just so damn difficult to kill. Creep wave is going to be cleared out, and now the siege is going to begin. There's a hook shot available if they catch Waterfalca. That will be really bad. Waterfalca is going to blink at the Clockwork a couple of times, but a hook shot will be really dangerous for him. They need this Titan to get into a good position. He's firmly positioned behind the XPC side, but where's his Ravage opportunity? It's not there. Best case is like 3 heroes right here, but man, you don't have any follow-up if you take the fight that deep out. They will force back the XPC side right now, but yeah, Dazzle's kind of running low on mana and health, so they can't really continue this, XPC. But do they even care? Because they've taken even more kills to actually get to that stage. They don't see Reeves, which is pretty nice for Reeves. But they still have a tier 2 tower to take up towards top lane. But man, if they just sit back and let Medusa get a little bit more farm, suddenly she's looking at a butterfly or something like that, then xGame just can't kill her off. Like, right now they could barely do it. But with an additional set of survivability items, whether it is that butterfly or hell, even if it's just straight damage, Red Light will be able to turn around and race pretty much all of xGame and come out ahead. Unless he gets initiated upon, Stallcat going to see Red Light, or who's going to see who? Red Light's going to turn around and kill off the Rubik in a hurry. Silence stolen by the Rubik as Shaker gets a solo kill on the Slark. Are you kidding me? Is he connect? Is he? Yeah, he's going to die. He's going to shatter. But they're also going to pick off the Rubik. Oh man, this Slark has just been doing absolutely nothing. Now they're going to catch Tidehunter on the escape. They have a coil, but they won't quite use it just yet. Shaker trading his life for Slark, man. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't think I would see the day. The Slark must have just been sitting in one too many creeps and a Blink Fort Echo Slam combo. And that's just going to be that. Slark doesn't have much in the way of survivability. He has the Ogre Club, almost something resembling a BKB. But still, without that, man, Slark is supposed to be getting kills right now. That's his job. That's what you do when you go to Shadowblade. But clearly that's not going to be happening, as XPC, if the Shaker can get solo kills in your Slark, man, that just is such a huge problem. There's also close to a butterfly on this Medusa. How close? Not that close. Just an Eagle Song right now. But Eagle Song is already pretty much more than halfway, and he already has 900 gold. So XPC, they're going to wait for the Shaker to come back alive. They have to worry about a Ravage, and that's the best hope for xGame to take a decent fight right now. They have to Ravage and kill off Medusa with an Ice Blast. Ice Blast is on its way to being Aghanimed as well. Keeper is working with that Midas, is working with 2 parts of the Aghanims as well. But will it be in time? That's another question entirely. 4K, still on the hunt. He's going to latch onto D12, thinking about it. Shadowblade is going to time out soon. D12 will be able to survive unless there's an Ice Blast coming in. And the Slark, well, here comes the Ice Blast, but Slark is already gone. Oh no, they catch him with a Fissure. They catch him with a Chain Stun. 4K is going to drop again. Oh my god. How do they keep on finding the Slark? They must have had just enough vision from this Observer Ward. Yeah, it gave them just enough. They caught the Slark, and now the high ground is wide open. Synergy going to jump forward, cog up that Rubik, but he's going to have to force staff himself out of those cogs. He'll be fine, though. Ravage is still available. xGame still can't make a defense because of it. But D12 this time is a full mana pool, so his healing, his weaving is going to just continuously be casted. And xGame without their Slark, I mean, Slark isn't even a huge factor in their team fight, but they really don't want to take a fight without him. He's a little bit more damage, and sometimes you just need that a little bit more. Especially when Medusa is going to have a butterfly flying out to her momentarily. But Clockwork still has that hook shot. Wherever he goes to is going to get force staffed out unless they just get bursted down, Stallcat down. And Synergy chasing forward for more, going to catch Wadafaka, and the Battery Assault will be forced to back off for now. He's also chilled up. Reeves unable to land with that Anchor Smash, though. Synergy is going to survive the Assassinate. Shallow Grave doing its work there, and Rubik is going to be the casualty. XPC lose absolutely nothing but a couple of cooldowns, and now they're going to back off. This game is just disgusting for XPC. They're playing this pretty much as safe as they possibly can, yet still they're getting just so far ahead in this game. They just keep on going in, getting a couple kills, backing off, rinse, repeat, and potentially rinse, repeat. 4K, do you want to go in on that? You probably don't want to go in on anything at this point. You need so much more farm. You need a BKB if you're this Slark right now. But Raise Van, Blink Forward, Echo Slam, Wadafaka is going to get chain stunned and killed off. This Shaker is delivering some serious pain, and XPC, they're just firing off on all cylinders. Whereas xGame, they're firing off on like 1. At least they have many fewer cylinders. They need more cylinders in this game, because everyone knows more cylinders equals stronger Dota. But XPC picking off the sniper now is like, is there anyone in xGame who's actually safe? Stallcat has been picked apart continuously. He has 12 deaths. The Slark hasn't been doing anything in this game except for dying. The Tidehunter, yeah, his Ravages have been okay, but you need something other than just a Ravage to follow up with. You need some sort of AoE combo. You need 4K Warrior to not die right now. Sentries are down. Hookshot is there. The Chain Stun is good enough. I think they need a little bit more AoE. 4K, though, is not going anywhere anytime soon, so he's going to die yet again. Tally it up. 7, 11, and 3 for Slark. He just can't get anything done. Wherever he goes, XPC are ready. And now where do they want to go next? They're going to defend their top lane. And I don't know if that was the correct decision, but they're just waiting for Roshan right now, who is, by the way, back up. And Medusa with the butterfly now can solo it. Doesn't have a double damage this time, which is a little bit unfortunate, but hey, you can't always have a DD. Only most of the time is fine. They also have that medallion on the Dazzle. They also have Weave if they really need it on their own heroes to make it so that they're actually taking no damage. But already they're taking pretty much no damage, so that's good. Ice Blast gonna come in, do pretty much nothing. This is pretty much the best chance for XGame to take a fight, which is in the Roshan pit, with Roshan helping out with a couple bashes, a couple more points of damage. With the tight quarters, Ravage and Ice Blast gonna do wonders. But clearly it's just not going to be good enough right now because Red Light has a double life. And at this point it might even be a mistake to give this double life to Medusa. Like, she is so tanky right now that the odds of her dying are gonna be so low. Hookshot up towards top lane. Synergy is going to catch yet another. This time Reeves has Force Staff out, but Synergy has a Force Staff chase, and Reeves will be bumped back again by Cogs, dropping very low. He has 8 stick charges. He's being chased down continuously though. Synergy has another Rocket Flare, which will get the kill. Synergy finds a solo kill on the enemy Tidehunter. That means the doors are wide open. Like, I don't know if the doors can get any wider than this. Because XPC, they're going to be going right down the mid lane. 4K Warrior is going to jump right in, but he's going to jump into a stun. He doesn't have Dark Pact active, and he's going to die. Buyback from the Tidehunter is going to blink forward for a Ravage onto a whole bunch. D12 dropping fairly low, will be going down, but Red Light is not taking any damage at all. It's going to go straight for Wadafaka, taking too much damage with that Mask of Madness active. And Medusa with that Butterfly plus Aegis going to go ham on everyone. Blink forward from both the Shaker and the Puck, going to get a couple kills there, and Reeves going to reinitiate just for that Anchor Smash, but Red Light, he's killing off Reeves slowly but surely. He also has his Aegis still up, so he doesn't really care. With the help from Synergy, they're going to hookshot forward for Wadafaka, kill off the Sniper. Now looking for more long-range Fissure, not going to connect onto Reeves because of that Anchor Smash, but Synergy's still looking for the kill. Into the enemy base he goes. He will fall just short. It looks like Synergy might be going down here, or will he? Rocket Flare stolen, will be fired. Synergy's still alive right now. Still has 400 HP. Gush is going to kill him off, but the Rubik might not be as lucky. He's going to get hit with the orb. One more right click. He's going to be going down. Key will die to an Anchor Smash. You know, all these just like formalities at this point because the mid lane is in full breach right now. Medusa still with that Aegis, together with Razvan, going to kill off that mid lane. And that is going to be that. XPC still have that Aegis. It's going to reset, rearm, and then go for another lane. This is very, very out of control for XGame. They need something right now. I don't know what that something is, but I can tell you that, well, it's just not here right now. They need this Ravage to be used on heroes with follow-up. But even at this point, the Sniper, he's not able to kill off Red Light very quickly because he does not have an MKB. He's doing a lot of damage to everyone else, but you got to kill off this Medusa, man. XPC, they're doing such a great job at shutting down the Slark, shutting down whoever they could get their hands on. And speaking of exactly that, Synergy's going to try to go for a solo kill on the Slark. Okay, that's not going to work. But at this point, he has his Aghanims. He doesn't really care about how he uses his hookshot because he could just disengage and rinse and repeat. Next time when Slark's a little bit more isolated, Synergy, he will have another chance. 4K Warrior walking through sentries, walking through another sentry. He's spotted. Hookshot. There it is. 4K Warrior this time has it packed up. He's going to pounce out, but Synergy's on the chase. Fissure is going to whiff. Razvan has some stuns right now. 4K Warrior going to run the other direction. Fissure not there. They're looking for an Echo Slam, but he jumps down to the low ground. Hookshot is available though, and he will connect it. 4K is in a lot of trouble once again. He will die to the Echo Slam plus the rocket combo. It's just, I don't know how many times I have to repeat it. The Slark is just not doing anything. At this point, he's just leaving his base to feed because he's actually not doing anything else. XPC, they have all their bases covered. They're fighting so well against the Slark. Despite only having sentries in random places, they're still making it happen. And now they're going to go in for a secondary set of Raxes. Sniper is up. Tidehunter has his Ravage. And the creep wave here for XPC is not too substantial. There's actually a double Ravage on Tidehunter. I didn't see that one coming. They have a chance right now taking a really good fight, but only if they could actually survive this initial onslaught. Sniper's going to kill off the Dazzle on the back end. Ice Blast helping out with that Assassinate. Synergy's going to dive forward, looking for Wadafaka, but Force Staff out will keep him safe. They also pull Synergy out of those cogs. He'll Force Staff himself out. But Red Light's the problem right now. He has the Aegis. They could try to go in for a 3-man Ravage right now. It will be probably their best bet, but now Red Light is all alone in the front. Ravage is going to connect onto 3, not onto Key though. Red Light's still alive with the Aegis, going to turn around for Stallcat. He snaps the coil, plus Synergy coming through. Going to go straight for Wadafaka. Force Staff out, going to keep him safe for now, but Razvan is there. He'll get the kill there, and Red Light looks like he will lose just his Aegis. But everyone else on his team, they're rather low. Double Ravage now going to come out. Synergy and Razvan both going to drop very low, but they're still not dead yet. How are they still alive? I have no idea. Red Light now is back at full HP with that Aegis used. Now he's going to open up with that Eye of Scotty. 4K in quite a bit of trouble. Doesn't have anything to get out of here. He's going to die to Red Light's arrows. Now Reeves has nowhere to run either. Razvan somehow lives through all of that. Ancient Apparition has a chance to snipe him out, but his bottom lane is going to be gone soon. And Red Light still is full HP, almost full mana, has 8,000 gold in the bank. And this game is looking over. Look at how many arrows he and his illusions are firing. He's taking no damage from this tower as well, just regenerating it as fast as the tower can deal it through the mana shield. And Ancient Apparition's the only one alive, and he'll have his Rubik up soon. He'll freeze Red Light, but Red Light doesn't give a damn. Divine Rapier on Medusa. Okay, that's probably the best chance for xGame to get back into this game. But that would only be relevant if they could actually kill off Red Light. The only reason they killed Red Light off in the first place was because he was starting the fight at like less than half HP and mana. So yeah, you can kill off a very heavily wounded Medusa. But this is the chance for XPC to throw this game with this Divine Rapier. Coil onto 2 though, as Razvan going to jump right in for a 2-man Echo. Sniper gets to get away into this base. He'll be firing off as much as he can, but Red Light, he's going to dive the fountain. He doesn't have Stone Gaze, but he's just not taking that much damage right now. He's pretty much invulnerable. Mana Shield still holding strong, and now they're going to focus towards the Ancients. And that is going to be that XPC crush xGame in game number 2. The Slark not doing anything. The Rubik getting picked off one too many times, and it's once again the Clockwork helping XPC huge there into just getting all these initiations off. But really, Razvan doing a fantastic job, Synergy doing a fantastic job. Everyone on XPC performing as best as they possibly can, and it's going to be them winning 2-0 over xGame here in jDL5, and that's going to be it for us for right now, guys. Might have some more games a little bit down the line, but unfortunately that's in another 2 hours, so if there are more games, the stream will have to be turned on a little bit later. But for right now, we're done. I'm Mike Loris. It's been a pleasure casting for you guys today. If you enjoyed the cast, be sure to hit that follow button. Also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. It's HeflaTV on both, and if you like my casting personally, it's going to be at Mike Loris. Always open to feedback if you guys have any. Twitter.com/Mike Loris is in the title. So yeah, that should be it. Congratulations to XPC, looking pretty good in xGame. Really hope they get their stuff together, because they are not performing well at all. But until next time, guys, it's been a pleasure. Good game.